to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
Hey man, let's talk about some rumor going around. I heard there's a little bit of validity to it that Canelo could take on John Ryder or Charlo in May. I know that's what they've been holding out for Charlo for. Charlo said that he can come back in January, February. I knew that was unlikely because I heard from over, you know, on the other side of the street that that wasn't likely. Exactly what I heard, you know, that, you know, he ain't had nothing on tap, but now Canelo possibly could pick him. And the crazy thing about it is all the pay-per-view money they gonna be asking for. I had somebody hit me up today, was like, it's Plant and Benavidez really pay-per-view? I'm just thinking like, yo, you know, they put Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz on pay-per-view, Andy Ruiz and the World Series on payper-view, Andy Ruiz and Ariola on pay-per-view, Deontay Wilder, Hellenius on pay-per-view, of course. So they asked for a lot of pay-per-views, bro. And that's something I might talk about Thursday night. They asking for a lot of pay-per-views. They asked you to buy Plant in March 25th and Benavidez. Then they asked you to buy Ryan and Tank. Then they turned around and asked you to buy Earl and Spence in the same month in April. And a couple or a few weeks later, they asked you to buy probably a Canelo fight, you know. Then you hear them talk about putting Haney and Lomachenko on pay-per-view May 20th. I mean, at the end of the day, the sport is just dead at this point. Because every time you want to see something, they want you to dig in your pocket. And one thing they don't really understand about people, when that weather break, ain't nobody really trying to be in that house. Especially when you got places where the temperature, like where it's cold and snowing and raining. Historically, when that weather break, dude, ain't nobody trying to be in the house, bro. Everybody back moving and shaking. So that's the last thing. And I'm gonna spend $100. It ain't gonna be at the house. A lot of dudes gonna do it at the casino. A lot of people gonna do it, you know, at a restaurant, at a bar, on some drinks, on some women. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people gonna choose to spend their $80 before they do that, before they spend it on boxing. And at this point, I really don't have no interest in Charlo or Canelo. Charlo been off since 2020, what, one? Fuck, I want to see him fight Canelo at this point, for. You know, I damn sure don't want to see John Ryder. If I had to choose one, it'd be Charlo, but damn, Charlo gonna be waiting 2 years to get back in the ring. Now, one thing I say about the Charlo boys, they stay in shape though. They don't get too far out of shape. You don't really see them walking around with a plate of food and a spare tire on their stomach. You don't see that. They kind of always, you know, stay around the weight, and that's a solid fight. I can't, like, it'd be nice if he was able to fight last year, get in the ring, but I heard Showtime really ain't effing with him because they losing money. But I'm thinking, y'all losing money on everybody. Why y'all making Jermall Charlo do the exception? Y'all losing money on everybody. And maybe he difficult to work with. Maybe he always turning down the opponent list. I can't really call it. You know, I mean, his brother aggressive. You know, he ain't as aggressive most of the time as his brother is, but then again, it seemed like Canelo need a competitive advantage over somebody. Take a Charlo twin who ain't been active and beat him. I think he will beat him regardless, but I don't understand why Canelo feel like he got to put an asterisk by his fights. I don't get it. I don't understand why he feel like he got to put an asterisk by his fights. With catch weights and secret rehydration clauses and all this bull crap. I just don't understand why he feels the need that Canelo Alvarez has to do that and just fight somebody straight up. Because Floyd Mayweather, you know, put a catch weight on you or whatever it was. Like, fuck up out of here, man. And now you feel like you got to do it to everybody. And for the real boxing fans, we know you're gonna diminishing your legacy. In the way they look at it in history, all they gonna see is the names, and so be it. You know, you could have been fought these dudes and got it over with. I don't understand why he nickel and diming and bull jobbing around. ready for Benavidez not to hold the belt? To get the belt and all that, dog, whoop his ass. Benavidez popular than Beaver before you fought him. Just beat him. The Charlo twins, you could have took the trash out a long time ago. Just whoop them. You gotta wait till dudes ain't fought in almost 2 years to get in the ring with them. I don't like understand that, dude. But then again, you watch football and basketball, and after a competitive game, they hugging and kissing and exchanging jerseys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they are making males soft. They making masculinity, they attaching toxic with masculinity. But what's so funny about it too, the women, you know, they want masculine, they want to be the masculine ones, especially in the black community. You can tell the way they making sports soft, taking the hits out the game. In the NBA, you breathe on somebody, it's a foul. You celebrate, you know what I'm saying, like men are supposed to celebrate. Guess what? You know, it's a technical foul. You can get out of here. You do a basic foul, it's a flagrant foul. You know, you bumping somebody on a pick, it's a foul. It's like, dog, who wanna watch this shit? Somebody catch the ball, you hit them, it's targeting. You can get throughout the game. You can get suspended for another game. And boxing is in a prime position. Boxing is in a prime position, okay, where the rules aren't changed in boxing. They not. Where, you know, it still can be a masculine sport. And this dude about to speed right past the police, not paying attention. You know, it's something that they can't, you know, they still thumping, but they emasculating it in a different way. And guess what? I don't have no plans to buy none of them pay-per-views. None of them. Boxing is literally going to pay per view. You got to pay per fight. Not just a subscription or not just join HBO, Showtime. You paying per fight. And if I'm paying per fight and it ain't nothing I want to see, I ain't paying for it. And I'm getting to the point where I'm not going to be talking about it for too much longer. Keep telling y'all that, man. Every time you look up, it's pay per view. But, you know, maybe that was Charlo playing, get out the ring, you know, look lethargic or not get active so he can look attractive for Canelo, but I don't know. I literally don't know. I literally don't know, so that's something that he gotta figure out, honestly. That's something that he gotta figure out. They figure out. I still think Canelo gonna mess with the zone and fight John Ryder. If Charlo get the Canelo fight, that's the reason why when Plant called and said that he was trying to fight, that he disappeared on Plant and he went to do something else. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. So if he get the fight, man, good for him, man. You know, I don't know how PBC gonna do it, or it's gonna be on his own or whatever. But it is a rumor that he could get that fight. So I don't know if he do Ryder, he turn around in September and do Jermall Charlo. Pause. Fight Jermall Charlo. We have to pay and see, but it'll pique some interest. And Charlo get what he wants. So get a nice payday. Hopefully he sees the opportunity. He wanted to go up to a full 168 pounds. I don't know what the issue with that would be. But he win. I mean, he cashing in. Everybody gonna want his services on their platform. So it'll be a big win for PBC. I don't think he virtually got zero chance of winning. Out the ring too much. It's already an uphill battle, politics, battling Canelo Alvarez. So yeah, I don't really see him having a great chance of winning. His development has been halted or slowed down or completely stopped due to the right fights and due to remaining active. You know, his activity rate is trash. So how can you get better when the level of opponents you fighting are few far in between, but the opponents you fighting are few far in between, and the level of the opponents you fighting, you know, aren't challenging your skill set and taking you to a next level. So it's damn near impossible to continue to develop. So that's just my opinion on it, but it's a rumor right now. There's a few rumors going around in the great sport of boxing. You know, it's a few rumors. That's all I got, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Facebook. I'm everywhere there. Link tree, the first link in the description. Appreciate the love, support.